We are live.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. I have Cindy as well as Susan here with me today.
We're busy right now because we're kind of hearing crickets at the moment. We're trying to keep the office busy, the crew's busy. I don't know if any.
Yeah, that wasn't me. To throw it out there, the brains behind Wholesale Fencing, his name is Adam Butts, and it's great. If and when you need to get your fence materials, we sell them nationwide, all different varieties, and that's the only plug I'll throw in there.
I think it's gonna dumb our generation up a little bit, though. I'm nervous that after a while, nobody's gonna be writing their own emails. They're just gonna be They're gonna be typing in, tell Susan, I think she smells funny.
Yeah. He asked me about it too. He said, "What's Susan's mom's name?" And I said, "Toby." And he was like, "She requested me." And I said, "Accept it. Duh, we love mom."
And we started doing meetings in the morning, and we have designated I don't know if you guys have how you do your teams, international BNIs.
BNI.
Yeah, they
in every city.
Yeah. Y con eso, hablando de eso, es qué difícil es cuando una persona entra a trabajar a un lugar que nada más hablan en inglés, ¿verdad?
I love the challenge. I love learning new stuff every day. And I feel like if I had to choose to do that on my own, I don't know that I would.
I like that.
I will tell you, my husband and I, we just got into the digital world this last, in 2023. We were still handwriting, all of our lead forms, all of our, fence layouts, everything.
I need my little halo on top of my head.
Does that mean I need to put on my horns?
About what the fence show is all about. And, I stuck around because I got a great group of amazing women.
You're talking about, millions and millions of dollars in a contract is not something that is, I guess, typical in the fence world. Right?
Makes me jealous. Now I want a horse, Brian.
Hi, everyone. Hey. Welcome to the Women of FWA live on Tuesday, September 16th. It is 4:30 Mountain Standard Time where I am. I am Andrea Patterson with High Point Companies. I'm here with Susan K. Worley and Mary Cobb with JC Gury. All right. This won't be our typical JC Gury interview. We're going to do a quick deep dive with a lightning round question session. But before we get into that, we want to thank the people who support us. Of course, that's JC Gury, EZG, Integrator Solutions, Job Tracker, and of course, CMM.
Sorry, y'all. I keep trying to mute myself a little bit. My kid exploded eggs in the microwave. It's epic over here.
Oh, no.
That's funny. I did that with chicken last night, so there.
It happens. So I think everybody knows who Mary is and who Mark is with JC Gury. I know a lot of people know your history and backstory, but I want to give a little bit of kind of a reminder. So Mary, what industries do you serve and why do signs and decals matter?
Well, industries we serve besides the fencing industry is the security industry, the yard signs, window decals, two-sided decals. We do the porta potty industry with signs and decals with a special adhesive to adhere to the porta potties, and then rental, fences, things like that. And also the door industry, overhead doors. We do decals that they want their maintenance schedules on, and they want things really strong so the competitor can't peel the decal off. So we use the foam backs. So those are the four main industries we do.
Look at you, girl, getting it. Well, why do signs matter? Signs and decals, why do they matter?
Well, they're the cheapest way to advertise. You get your name and phone number out there. People want to know who to contact. Is that the answer? Did I get an A?
Of course you do, Mary.
Oh, good.
I know you're. What's that, Mary?
That was my answer.
It was great.
Right,
It was the
okay.
perfect answer.
Oh, okay, good. Fence people like their name and their signs. They just love them, so they like to put them everywhere, which is good.
Yeah.
And they serve
Yeah.
other purposes to get business, but also some people put them as a warranty so that you don't remove the sign, and then the warranty is a lifetime warranty with the sign up. That's
I love that. Double
That's
whammy.
awesome.
Double
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah. So we're going to dive into origin and mission. I know your dad really grew the business when he bought it from Mr. Gury.
Correct.
But what have you done since taking over the business that really expanded the brand?
For that, what my dad and I did, or what I did since he passed away? That one?
All of it. All of it.
Well, Dad, it was a very small place when he first bought it as a sales company. Then when I got married and had kids and went home, he built it and got a bigger warehouse and started expanding the printing and the equipment. And then we got another building and grew even more. So we expanded to have 2 printing machines, and we still have 2. And we just keep building business, getting more sign orders, more decal orders, traveling to trade shows. That's a really good way to meet people in the industry. And the day before the computers even, we did all kinds of magazine ads, and people found us through magazines as well. And then Dad would even drive around to places and introduce himself and make connections. That personal connection is so important with customers. You're not just a number, you matter. And my dad did that for a lot of people in sales. He understood that. That's why he did the trade shows, traveling trade shows. That's why Mark and I still like doing the trade shows and meeting as many people as we can. But this podcast and social media is making it even better. People get to know who you are just by watching this. So thank you, everybody, for watching. And I want to comment on the FW Women of FWA. I love the podcast. There's a lot of good information, good guests that share information. We can all learn from each other, and it's a wonderful organization. I just wanted to put kudos out.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, so here's the next big one. If everybody who follows you on social media can tell that like everybody that works for JC Gury is like a family, right? So
Yes.
What is one concrete practice that you do that helps your team thrive?
That unite us as a family, you mean? I think communication is good. We bring people in from time to time. We have a company meeting. We let everybody know how much I appreciate them and their work. I go out every morning and greet everybody when they're working machinery and everything, just to let them know I care. I don't just ignore them. And I think they like being recognized, and employees like to be appreciated. Even though they know you're appreciated, when you verbally tell them that, it means a lot coming from the boss. I have a fly in here. But I would say also we do luncheons from time to time. At Christmas, we do Christmas parties. We hand out turkeys at Thanksgiving and hams at Christmas. We do gift exchange to have us interact together, shop in office, all of us. And it makes us a team.
I love that. No, that's sweet. It's a big deal. A lot of company owners do not communicate or participate with the people that work in their companies who represent them every day. And I think that's really important that y'all actually have that face-to-face contact and regular relationship with them. So are y'all hiring at JC Gury?
We would like to be. Probably looking at next year, we need to start training people out in the shop to work. It's hard to find good workers. We've tried once or twice, and after one day, someone with the younger people especially, this is too much work. I don't want to work like this. And one guy came in, I interviewed, and he said, he looks around, he goes, you have a good workman's comp program? And I said, you're out of here. I was like, you don't ask that on a job interview. Isn't that crazy?
My goodness.
But we would like to hire some good people and people that are interested in learning the screen printing business and the equipment. It's not for everybody, but there's specialties, and we're a special niche. People need to know we're probably the best fence sign company manufacturer did I say that right? In the US, and our customers tell us that. I'm starting to believe it now. Because I know there's competition out there, but when I said you guys are the best, true, we make signs differently than others. That's why they last, and that's why people love them. So
amen. Michaela said you twisted her arm and she will move there and start working for you.
Okay. She can bring the kids too, because I play with kids in the office. Ask all my employees and my friends.
I believe that. Yeah. Do y'all have like an onboarding system and a way to kind of like measure that competency?
An onboarding system mean the way I interview people?
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you're asking? On board. You know what? The last person we hired was like 12 years ago. I haven't interviewed somebody. All our employees stay. We have people for 20, 25, 30 years plus. So we haven't, no, except I'm sorry, Ashley is our new lady. She's been here for a year. But all the shop people have been here a long time. So I haven't, I have kind of questions. I talk to them. I can size someone up by interviewing them just by talking and look at their past and what they've done. I can kind of tell just by talking to them if they're going to be.
But that's amazing. Do you know how hard it is to find employees to stay for that long? And you like have an entire office with the exception of your newest employee who's been there a year that is 12 years old?
Yeah, they've been here a long time. They come and they don't leave. Every once in a while, an office person, we finally got the right set, I think now, because our new one, Ashley, just loves being here, and she's so helpful, eager to do everything and learn. And you can see competency when you hire someone pretty soon, after. And Heidi runs this good shop, good office. You guys have probably all met Heidi. She runs the office like she's immaculate.
Oh yeah. Andrea, you think we should start this lightning round and just see if we can like throw Mary off her game?
Oh, really?
Yes. I do.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Wait a minute. Let me put my hat on. I don't have a hat. All right,
best adhesive for tough surfaces like galvanized pipe. What are you speccing and why?
Probably just our regular adhesive for galvanized. Our regular decal material is fine.
Wow.
Okay. Mark says foam backed adhesive too.
Okay.
The foam back, but they're metal signs, but he had found that we can actually bend the aluminum and put it on a galvanized. But that will never come off. That'll never come off.
Okay, to laminate or not, when do you add it and what real world longevity boost do you see?
Laminate all aluminum signs, 100%. Decals don't need lamination. Some people put them on if they're going to be on windows where they get washed and stuff that you want them to last longer. Not necessary because our inks are so good. Laminate two-way decals always. The two-way is one that's double-sided.
Nice.
And lamination adds 2 to 3 years of life to your sign, if not more. And then there's another version of lamination. You want that one?
Yes.
Tough coat adds probably 5 years to your sign. It costs a little more, but it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys know that?
I did not know that.
Well, good. Lightning round kicking ass. Okay, go ahead.
largest one piece decal you're comfortable installing on a sanitation or dumpster units before you panel it.
What'd you say, Mark?
EPA or?
Well, double pattern adhesive. It's a double coated one. It's a much stronger adhesive pattern, like for porta potties. And you're saying bins, like the bins?
Yeah.
So I would use DPM, DPA pattern adhesive. And the size is probably 30 by 36 is the biggest we can print. Is that what I think that's what you're asking? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Okay. Reflective compliance signs on gates. Which reflective grade do you recommend and for which scenarios?
Well, I don't know about the grade. We have used one supplier for reflective for many, many years, and I will not reveal my source. But it's been adequate and great for 30 plus years. And so our grade, whatever, I don't know what the grade number is. I really don't read. I just read on my invoices reflective. But it works great. We do a clear coat on them. So occasionally we have put lamination, but we don't recommend it because it could peel off. But our reflective material works great. Nobody complains. And we can get it in yellow, white. Usually the white, gray, white is what most people want. That didn't answer your question, did it?
But it did.
Oh, okay.
Vehicle branding. When to choose magnetic signs versus permanent decals, and any car wash tips.
Oh, that's good. Well, the decals are not coming off. You put them on your vehicle, they're not going to come off. I do suggest a lot of people, if they want it to look like it's painted, use our clear lamination, and then we'll just print on clear. And when you put it on your vehicle, it looks like it's painted on, and it's not a, white decal thing. Or magnetics look great. We put instructions on how to take care of it. And every time you go through a car wash, magnetic material has a memory. So once it bends, it's not going to straighten it back out. So you need to be careful, pull it out, lay it flat, wipe the back of the reflective material, wash your vehicle, put it back on, and they don't blow off then. The car wash, I take my magnetic off before I went to a car wash though.
I'm so excited that we've thrown all these random questions at you that aren't just applying defense, and you're like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, just do this. Oh, problem solved.
Well, I should know this. I've been here 45 years. If I don't know the answer, there's something wrong.
Okay, so what is the most underused options customers should be asking you for, such as barcodes, serial numbers, lamination?
QR codes. Some people use QR codes, some don't. Barcodes, I don't think we print too many with barcodes, do we, Mark?
No.
No, I don't think barcodes. No one's asked for that. I think sometimes people put too much information on their signs, and then their information gets lost. The basic information is your name, your logo, and a phone number so they can call you. Sometimes they don't want the website and to this and to that. And some states do require contractor numbers. That has to be printed on, but it can be small. And sometimes people don't realize, if you guys could be a fly on the wall in our production meetings, you understand why we're questioning, why would they do this? Why isn't their name big? Nobody knows who they are. Or do they not see the contrast of two dark colors, then it doesn't show up good? And we discuss all these things because we know it works. And it's
I love that. I love that. Basically, all I heard is Mary Cobb says to keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, that too. That's true, but it is true. And people realize that because when you're driving by on a road, okay, you see a fence sign, you want to see the name and you want to see a phone number or take a picture and you can call them later to get a price for a fence, right?
Yeah.
That is simple. Of course, I make Mark pull over and I take pictures of fence signs and then I put them in a catalog. Look, we're in South Carolina. I've never been to South Carolina, but I've been in a lot of states and we see our signs all over. I love it.
All right, next question. Outdoor decals versus aluminum signs. Where does each one win on cost, durability, and speed?
Well, there's different applications. Aluminum signs in general, let's not just talk fence industry, security industry, they want them on the stakes, which my dad invented, those stakes that you put the signs on for the security industry. Nobody wanted them. And he took them to tons and tons of trade shows and it finally caught on and everybody has alarm signs. Aluminum, it's mostly for outdoor in the sun to last and have longevity for fence and security. For decals, there's a different application. They hold up just as well, but let's say people don't want you to put a big sign on maybe their really nice vinyl fence or their wrought iron fence. So we have little nameplates or decals with really the DPM adhesive, and they can be small little decals. They'll still be up there and serve a function, but they don't take away from the beauty of the fence.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, good.
Sorry, y'all.
I want to point out that this is my new office. We just moved into a new facility, and I just set it up
Mark and I hung up stuff last night, so it looked like a decent place before the podcast. It looks clean and not messy. Only you see that. Honestly, all we really see is you and then like a couple of things in your background.
Yeah, but I wanted to point it out because I worked hard last night till 9 o'clock at night.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for your next question?
I guess so.
Okay, lead times and proofs. What slows orders and how can customers speed approvals?
Okay, usually once we get someone to place their order, they have to pay for it up front. We get a proof out to them within a day, sometimes the same day, next day. But the holdup is sometimes people don't sign off on them and they go, where's my sign? Well, we've been asking you, like especially Heidi, every day, we email, text. When are you going to sign your proof? And they ignore it, and it's on them. and they need to sign their proof for it to put in production because it's custom printing. And sometimes they look at the proof and see something, oh, our phone number's wrong. Well, you need to change it so we can sign off on it and print it for you. Sometimes people look at them and they change their colors, or they want to add a color after we've done it. There's really a lot of reasons we need proofs, but usually within a day or two, they should get them done. Then it goes into production, and that takes about 4 or 5 weeks in production usually before we ship it out the door. Then add another week of shipping, depends where you're at. So and if we're really busy, we might go 6 weeks or more when we have a whole lot of jobs in. The guys are working overtime Fridays because we work a 4-10. So, 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, and they work Friday to try to get as much out to you guys as we can.
I'm sorry. Brian, if you're listening, I would like to work a 410 or just any a 416.
424. Well, our shop took a vote on it, and they all wanted 410. They wanted Fridays to go to the doctor and do other things. But sometimes I require mandatory overtime. Mm-hmm. But these are hourly. Nobody's on salary here. Everybody clocks in, even the office. Did you want to know that too?
Why not? I think, if we're going to get more people working for you, if you're looking for quality people learning how to screen print, they should know that they work Monday through Friday, 10 hours, and there's mandatory overtime on the occasional Friday, and that they'd be an hourly employee, of course.
Yeah, a lot of people like that, but unless they're not early, like they get here at 6 in the morning. I'm still sleeping. I'm not going to lie.
But you have traffic.
And I also have traffic. I have a 50-mile commute in the freeways. So it can take an hour to hour and a half to get to work back. So I wait later now, and it takes about under an hour to get to work. But that's a lot. I've been doing it 40 plus years. So it's about time I can come in later.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, boss?
Yeah, you earned it.
All right. One myth about screen printing versus digital for outdoor durability you want to bust.
Well, a lot of people do digital printing, a lot of our competitors, and there's reasons. There's a place for digital, especially if things aren't out in the sun a lot. They'll hold up, and then they're cheaper, and you can get a small quantity. But to set up a screen and do all the artwork, 100 is our minimum, but ours are going to last a lot longer. We get customers calling us saying these last ones faded in 6 months. Well, that's because they were digitally printed. The inks aren't made for that, for digital print. It's a different process. So if you want something that's going to last long, you need to do old school, just like we use UV inks. We use good aluminum material. Everything is just high quality. It's tested and worked for so many years. But not too many people want to go to that much work. It is a lot of work and time, but it's sure worth it. People love the product. That's it. Digital doesn't.
I think that's a good ending to the lightning round. That wasn't painful, was it?
Oh
no, she kicked ass.
No, I'm just kidding. It was good. It was fun. Good job, girls. You had good questions.
Came up with those all on my own with no
Really?
help from ChatGPT.
I'm proud of you. Are these things that people want to know? Because usually they ask those kind of things at trade shows too.
I would say if you knew how to answer them, yes, they are things that people want to know. Did I know that these were things that people wanted to know? No, ma'am. I just was like, what? Yeah, they do stuff with dumpsters. Let's include that question. Oh, yes, they do stuff with screen printing and not digital. Let's include that question.
Good for you. You're learning, girl.
There we go.
There's always stuff for all of us to learn. I'm still learning things even now, especially social media things. And there's always things to learn. You want those nerve synapses to keep connecting so they keep working, right?
Oh, yeah. Was there anything that we didn't cover that you think is pertinent for people to know?
The only thing I would suggest, and it's really kicking off, and we're going to have them at the bad word. Other show, the fence show. I was just doing other stuff in my head. But at any of our trade shows, actually, though, the foam back, the doors are the foam back sign, and it's aluminum sign, and then we laminate a double-sided piece of tape, and it's very, very strong. And we're really telling a lot of people about that because they want things that you can't pull off. And that's probably the newest thing that's been going around, and it's really catching on to the fence guys. They really like it to stick it on, what kind of fences? not just the vinyl, but ornamental iron, but different things. But they just like it because people can't remove them, and then you want your name to stay out there, and it's going to stay out there a long time. I think that's the biggest thing I didn't talk about.
Wow. Well, awesome. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
The fence show, take them and test them.
Yes, ma'am. We will. And talking about the fence show, don't forget to go to fenceshow.com and use your free code WFWA to get access to the show floor. What else we got, Andrea?
We have our brunch on the Wednesday before the show on October 1st at 9:30. It is open. It is free to everyone with their X-Ball Hall Pass. It's open to men and women and a great opportunity to network.
But what happens before that?
What happens before that? Oh, Mary, what happens before that?
The day before, the night before. Okay, you real out trick question. Lightning round. I didn't get it. We're celebrating JC Gury's 75th year being in business, and this is including when Mr. Gury had the company as well. But we're having a huge celebration. We're having a party on Tuesday night, the night before the trade show opens, at 6 o'clock up the escalator. That's all I can say. Anyway, we're going to have a big party. We're going to have food and drinks. You have to have drink tickets for that. And drinks, probably some music. I'm probably going to get up and talk a little bit and invite some people who want to come up and say something about our company. We're going to invite them. And there'll be dancing. Will there be dancing? Oh, good. And I would like to have some of my generation music, like 60s and 70s.
I already got the list, sister.
You will? Okay, because that way, it's a lot of my friends that I've grown up with are going to come as well, besides us customers. But a lot of customers like my music too. So anyway, I gave some ideas. I made you a Beatles fan, as you could see my Beatles stuff in the background.
Not you.
But, we'd love everyone to come and help celebrate our 75th anniversary. And then at the trade show, did you see something funny?
No.
Oh, you're laughing at my anyway. We are going to have the biggest booth we've ever had, a 20-foot by 20-foot booth. We're going to have all kinds of giveaways, T-shirts, hats, new decals. People have been asking for new handout decals, so we have some surprises there as well. Come over and say hi to us. Plus, we're bringing our entire staff, so you get to meet the artists, people who enter your orders. You can meet the people that print your signs. They're all proud to be there and excited to be there and meet you. They'll see your name, what you're from, and they'll say, I remember printing your signs. They'll remember, they'll know, and they're so thrilled to meet a lot of our customers. So, and we also have a fence sign contest. Bring your fence sign to the show. And we have a ballot box, and everybody gets to vote on the favorite. And the first prize is $500 Amazon gift card from JC Gury. Second prize is, I think, $300 cash, and third prize is $150 cash. I think Founders Fence is doing those.
Yep.
And then third place is also Founders. So Founders Fence. So that's great. It's worth it to bring your sign and have people vote on it. I'm telling you, you cannot take your sign off our display and put it up. You have to bring your own.
Shucks. I'm just kidding.
Remember, put it in your suitcase.
Put it in your suitcase.
Yes. Anything else? We're just excited about the show, and it's just going to be phenomenal. I think there's a lot of great surprises and wonderful things going on. So it's going to be a fun show. And our display is going to be the biggest. It's going to hit Mark's in the background in his office. His office is right around the corner in the same room. He said we're going to have 850,000 signs on the display. It's going to be like a big semicircle, something huge that no fence signs. It's just going to be magnificent. So all I can say, you got to come to see it. You're going to
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank y'all for coming today. I want to thank you, Mary, for coming today.
My pleasure.
Andrea, for running such a fantastic episode as always, and being like really pretty and putting the rest of us just to shame.
Stop. Stop.
And I also want to remind everybody that the Gatekeepers podcast goes live at 7:30. I think actually 7:40 tonight. But normally just 7:30 Central every Tuesday. Oh, I have one more question I wanted to ask you in the lightning round before we left out Mary. Hold Hold on, that's my alarm telling me to shut the episode down. How do we make toilet wine?
How do you make what?
Toilet wine.
Toilet.